Vanakkam, Krishna Janmashtami 2022. Our kids sang Come Here My Dear, Krishna Bhajan and Maadu Mekum Kanne by Oothukadu Venkata Subba Iyer. Kids were dressed as small Radhas and Krishnas. No doubt, Krishna will be so happy listening to their songs and he'll definitely come to all our houses. I learned this bhajan, Come Here My Dear, from my brother Anand Venkatesan, so I requested him to be the guest of honor for this recital. Anand is a senior perception engineer in Ex Motas, California. He completed his MS in electrical engineering at Stanford University. He also did his electronics and instrumentation engineering from Anna University. He learned Carnatic music from Mrs. Akila Shiva. Mrs. Akila Shiva is the mother of renowned Carnatic musician Vijay Shiva. His passion for music still continues. He organizes and presents many bhajan sessions in California. He is an ardent devotee of Lord Krishna. I'm glad that he is a part of our Raagashruthis Krishna Janmashtami recital. Welcome, Anand.
Namaskaram. Today has been a great day for me because I've heard 5 kids sing song on Janmashtami day. Advic, Varshit, Jovita, Ishrita and Laya sang Come Here My Dear and Maadu Mekum Kanne. These songs were indeed very magical for me. Do you know why? I thought there were 3 reasons for it. First, it is the kids who are singing. So generally, if you like music, you can appreciate an adult who sings. But when a kid sing, everybody would like it because they are indeed very sweet, right? The second thing that I thought that made this day special was the day itself, because it's a Janmashtami day. And not just that, this is a festival to celebrate a birthday of a kid, which also relates to the kid. Though it's the birthday of a Lord Krishna, it happens to be his birthday, the day when he was born as a kid, right? And for a kid to celebrate another kid's birthday by singing a song, the third speciality comes in. There could have been so many songs that could have been sung on this day, but somehow I think the teacher chose these 2 songs, Come Here My Dear and Maadu Mekum Kanne, which I think only a kid can do a proper justice to these kind of songs. When an adult sings these kind of songs, it's not generally that appealing, right? When a kid sing Come Here My Dear, your heart just melts away the moment you hear it, or Maadu Mekum Kanne for that matter. The kids, the way they prepared for this, I was really astounded. They dressed up very well, they practiced very well, and to see so much expressions in their face, the way they were dancing in their videos, the way they were doing so many expressions in their videos, I was able to enjoy everything throughout the songs that I heard today. So I at least wanted to mention one thing about each kid who sang today. First, I would start with Advic. Advic, he was so cute that I not only liked his song, but I also liked the way that he even told his name. He was saying Emper Advic. It was so cute he was. And I think avathila kandipa drishti sutti podano avanukku inniki. And next was Varshit. Varshit, I don't think you seem to be like 7 years old right now. Your singing is already very mature. I think you have a long way in music. That is what I wanted to tell you. Jovita, uh, from what I heard from your song, I wanted to appreciate one major thing for you is that I really like the confidence with which you were singing. Generally, many have this stage fear. I don't think you are ever going to have that. I really liked your confidence in your song. And Ishrita, and I really like the song, and especially, you know what, I liked one line specifically when in that "Come Here, My Dear" version, when you were singing, especially the wife or Rahe Kanaya. You were singing as if, why this much far, Krishna? So it's so much expressions you were saying in that line. It just really captured my attention in that song. And finally, Laya, I think I have to say your parents probably named you very aptly, because with each sentences, each line of the song, there were so many expressions, so many. You were dancing, you were singing, you were doing tala, you were like a full all-round performer, even right now. So I really liked the song entirely, and you were singing Maadu Mekum Kanne, which is an all-time favorite of many people in Tamil Nadu, right? And I just don't want to stop with kids. I would like to first congratulate and appreciate their parents for taking so much effort. I can see the way the parents would have thought, like background setup, like proper clarity for video and all those things. I can easily pick up all those things just by looking into the video, and I really want to congratulate you. I can understand how difficult it would have been for you to actually implement this. So great congratulations to all of you. And the one thing that I actually wanted to talk or say about Raagashruthi and the students in Raagashruthi is that, on the whole, by looking into all the performances, I'm just very happy and very satisfied that these kids, even if they are brought up in United States, they have so much culture being imbibed on them. That is something that I really liked about the kids, and especially them being in Raagashruthi. The Raagashruthi, from what I know, focuses towards two directions. One is music, and one is shloka. I think both these are very traditional as part of our culture. There are many examples in our India where not adults but even kids started their careers and became composers even at young ages. In Tamil Nadu, we had Tirunjana Sambandar, who lived just 16 years but composed 16,000 songs, Thevarams. Uh, Part of them are now available as part of Thevaram, but the total number of songs is composed is 16,000, right? And we have had Andal in Tamil Nadu, who composed Tirupavai. One was Nayanmar and one is Alvar, both of them being very young and being composers themselves. Even Tyagarajar, when he composed Namo Namo Raghavaya, the first song that he composed, he was very young. He was just 13 years old. Meera in Rajasthan composed so many songs in her 60 years of lifespan, but her songs being composed from a very young age. Swati Tirunal from Kerala, and there could be like so many examples from every state possible in India, where it says that music has been like really integral part of our tradition. And not to leave Maharashtra, for that matter, where the style of music in Maharashtra is abhangs, they call. They are a different style following a particular meter in them. Even in those abhang culture of music, we have had composers like Namadeva, who, for instance, composed 40 crores of abhang. And the first abhang that he composed was when he was at 5 years of age. I think there is already Jovita here, right, who is already 5 years right now. We have had Namadevar, who composed song when he was just 5 years old. And guess what? He composed a song to ask the Lord to eat the Naivedya that he offered to the Lord. So he was thinking that doing Naivedya was not merely showing the food to the Lord and then we start eating it. He was thinking that the Lord would by himself come and eat the Naivedya if he presents. He tried to offer it to the Lord, and the Lord doesn't come. And that's when he starts to compose a first song at the age of 5, asking the Lord to just come and just eat his Naivedya. And guess what? The Lord actually comes and eats his Naivedya. And so you can see 40 crores of songs he has composed later. So the things I'm trying to only point out is there are so much value to the music industry that we have, that this kids are actually learning. And not just music, right? Even for shlokas, for kids having or composing shlokas, there have been incidences like Prahlada, who have composed shloka when he was 5 years old. When he met Lord Narasimha in person, he composed the stuti on Narasimha. We have had Dhruva, who composed shlokas on Lord Vishnu when he was again 5 years of old. So we see that kids and music, kids and shlokas are actually not are actually totally inseparable from our past traditions. And if you try to date back the years when Prahlada or Dhruva lived, they are not even in this yuga. They seem to be in some other yuga in the previous ones. But even if they were in some other yuga, the tradition of the music and the shlokas are still perceived. We may not know about these characters, but you can see that this tradition has been like pursued, and like institutions like Raagashruthi here and there gets these students put to come under one branch and tries to nurture them and make them understand the value of this. So such is an importance of this academy, I would call, that Anita is conducting. So I would only wish that this Ragashruti gets more popular, and like how there were like composers from each state. I was talking from Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Tyagaraja from Andhra, Maharashtra, Meera from Rajasthan. Like this ladder I was telling about in India, I wish Ragashruti have similar ladders starting in United States and potentially going even across the globe. Why not, right? We can think big. uh, so I congratulate Ragashruti and wish all the best for all the students. And I pray to the Lord to give all the wealth, good health, good education, good values, and good music to all the kids. Thanks. Namaskaram.